you. I'm hoping that our presentation will be able to be pulled up here.
It's on the corner of the desktop.
All right. Well, thank you, Superintendent Dr. Pilch and School Board President Roger DeWitt and our wonderful school board members for this opportunity to share our innovation plans for Prairie Heights and Franklin Middle School. I'd like to introduce the two principals who are here. We have Chris Joseph from Franklin Middle School. She is here. Let's nice wave there, as well as Dr. Don Hillman, the principal of Prairie Heights Middle School. And they have this amazing team.
Can we see the team as
also.
well? Can we see staff members from the schools?
Yes, most definitely.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Shared, both Franklin and Prairie Heights are both in year 6 of turnaround status. Although they have both experienced some increased student achievement throughout the 6 years, this year we are required to pursue an innovation pathway or a turnaround pathway. After careful consideration of our choices, both Franklin and Prairie Heights are vigorously pursuing an innovation pathway. And we're doing so because these are the pathways that are going to provide us the most robust and dramatic changes that we need in order to change the student achievement for these two schools. We have worked very closely with the Colorado Department of Education, as well as partnered with the School Leadership Organization's Turnaround Network and Catapult to provide our school leaders and their staff the skills necessary to re-envision their entire schools, from their curriculum to the instruction, to the assessments, to the professional development. All of it is a part of our innovation design work today. And Dr. Pilch also mentioned that these plans are aligned to our Innovation 2020 connection with our strategic team. We are committed to building excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. And in these plans, you're going to specifically hear tonight a very strong connection to personalized learning. These are our 3 goals, but before I share our academic goals, it's important to understand our beliefs that are driving each one of these goals. And these are beliefs that we will define as non-negotiable. They are what we are committed to and what we are pursuing within each piece of our innovation plan. So our first belief is that we are responsible for providing students a clear purpose for their learning that is connected directly to their personal goals of college and career. That is a fundamental belief of providing a very clear purpose for their learning. Why are we doing what we're doing? Our second core belief is that we believe we must empower our students to truly self-direct their learning. And that's why throughout this evening, you're going to hear a lot of information about personalized learning plans. And our third core belief is that students must have a deeper learning for their academics that transcends the classroom. And that's why we have a project-based learning component within our plans. So within these 3 goals, you'll see that goal 1, students will build and demonstrate cognitive skills and apply what they are learning by working through authentic, meaningful projects using problem-solving, critical thinking, analytical skills, and acquisition of mastery skills. Our second goal is that students will meet or exceed the state standards in English language arts, math science, and social studies. And our third goal is that students will build content knowledge by working at their own pace with the support of their teacher mentors based on students' short-term and long-term goals for college and career readiness. These are the 3 goals that we designed between the 2 schools that are part of the core of our beliefs. So our innovation plans have many unique academic features. The curriculum and instruction are designed to give students the freedom to move at their own pace so that they may accelerate their learning and to do so in a way that allows them to experience success. Specifically, students are not penalized for their attempts at mastery. They are learning the skills necessary for mastery, and it is only when they reach mastery that they receive a score for their learning. And this is one of the ways that we're further personalizing learning, which is part of our core beliefs. So this model empowers students and enables teachers to become the mentor and facilitator of the students' learning. In this model, teachers know the academic progress of their students on a daily basis and are able to immediately adjust their instruction based on each individual student. So this was another model that we were using to further personalize our students' learning. Our innovation plans access personalized curriculum as it most effectively represents best first instruction for all students. Our innovation plans are unique in the way we deliver instruction through personalized digital content and project-based learning connected to the student's short and long-term college and career goals. Within this instructional model, each student receives weekly mentoring from their personal learning time teachers. As a result, every student is deeply known, and that is one of our core beliefs, that we know our students at such a deep level that we can actually personalize their learning. We know what they're interested in. We know what their academic goals are, and we're able to adjust our instruction immediately. And we get data back the exact next day, and we're changing our instruction based on what that data says. So our mentors are committed to providing personalized support and knowing their students as whole and unique people, because that's who they are. To help us monitor the effectiveness of this new curriculum and instructional model, assessments will play an important role. They provide data essential to monitoring student growth and achievement. Ames, Webb, and WIDA are assessments we currently use that provide us meaningful data to support student learning. In addition to those assessments, here's what's new about our plan. We have embedded on-demand curriculum assessments for English language arts, math, science, and social studies. So these assessments are taken, when it says on demand, they're taken when they are ready to access that assessment. It is not based on a pacing chart or a curriculum guide that might say at this week at this time, we need to be giving the assessment, ready, go. Because it is truly personalized, the teacher and the student are having constant conversations with each other, and the student, because we're focusing on self-directing their learning, we're helping them with that language to come forward and say, you know what, I'm feeling pretty, I'm getting my good results back, I'm ready to take this assessment. And it's on demand, and they're ready to go right there. So additional unique features of our innovation plan include professional development, accountability, and a culture of performance. Professional development will be critical for staff because the curriculum and instruction within this model are vastly different in the approach teachers must take to personalize learning and provide authentic project-based learning. We have continued to build our teachers' and administrators' instructional capacity throughout the school year by visiting summit schools, participating in online webinars, researching project-based learning, and piloting the summit model at both Franklin and Prairie Heights. An additional exciting component of our PD plans is that our teachers at both of these two schools will work together throughout the year in 8 shared professional development days. So our teachers will be able to learn from each other within the 2 schools. In addition, this summer is filled with learning for our teachers. Teams of teachers from each grade level and administrators will attend the regional summit training so that our teachers and school leaders become the trainers for their peers to build internal instructional capacity within the staff. In addition to the summer training, teachers will continue to develop their curriculum knowledge and instructional practices throughout the school year as they participate in professional learning communities, which are built within the schedule. Each school also has a school leadership team that will monitor student data and provide school-wide interventions as needed. And they will work closely with the district leadership team to set and monitor short and long-term goals. To ensure students' needs are met, we will continue to use our MTSS team to intervene and advance our well-managed schools to provide consistent expectations for students in the classroom. To help us strengthen our relationships with families and the community, Prairie Heights will begin a parent university, and Franklin will begin a parent academy that will provide parents the opportunity to work alongside staff members to learn how to support their students, navigate the educational system, and identify additional supports. Similarly, Franklin's social-emotional component, Mindful Life, will teach students the skills that help create and maintain safe, caring learning environments, focusing on 5 competencies, which are self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, relationship skills, and responsible decision-making. Overall, our innovation plans include 4 elements of college readiness that are connected to our beliefs to provide students a clear purpose, empower students, and provide them a deeper learning. Within our model, the cognitive skills are embedded in project time. Content knowledge occurs within personalized learning time. Real-life experiences occur within expeditions, and habits of success occur within mentor time. Within the personalized learning time, where content knowledge occurs, each student has a unique personalized learning plan that is connected to their interest while also being aligned to the grade level expectations, the Common Core state standards, the Colorado academic standards, and next generation science standards. Within the project learning time, where cognitive skills are addressed, students collaborate and support each other by completing a variety of projects that deepen their learning experiences. Projects are aligned to 36 cognitive skills that prepare students for college and career aspirations. Through project-based learning, students focus on expedition learning, cognition skills, habits of success, and content knowledge. Students not only learn their academic contents, but they also learn the cognitive skills necessary to transfer their academic knowledge to authentic projects that require creativity, problem solving, and inquiry. These are the same cognitive skills they need to have a deeper understanding of the content and that will best prepare them for their college and career goals. So an exciting component of our innovation plans is that we are assessing students differently. We will measure student growth and outcomes along 4 domains in one comprehensive framework with multiple feedback loops. The 4 domains are the cognitive skills, content knowledge, habits of success, and real-life experiences. And they are all interrelated. And we will use mastery-based assessments that are both personalized and project-based, and of course that are aligned to the Common Core state standards. So this is an overview of assessments throughout the year, and they align to our beliefs about personalized learning. In the beginning of the year, assessments are used as screeners. The formative assessments are used to determine students' growth along the way, and our summative assessments are used to give feedback of their mastery of their learning, both of their cognitive skills and of their content academic skills and standards. One thing that I want to point out within this slide is in order for a student to advance to the next lesson or content focus area, the student is to achieve at least an 80% or higher of mastery in that focus area. And so the teacher and the student in their mentorship time get feedback immediately from the on-demand assessments that they take, and the teacher with the student go through and determine what the student did exceptionally well in, what they're progressing in, and what they still need to focus in. So if they're not at 80% or higher, that conversation happens and the teacher is able to design the instruction and the curriculum for that specific student's need, which could be very different from the 30 other students who are in the classroom who have a very different need in that same academic content area. And so it's once they're at mastery of 80% or higher that they are then able to progress to the next lesson. So in short, the curriculum is a personalized learning platform with a set of continuously improving standards and aligned resources for each student. This personalized curriculum occurs through focus areas, projects, and mathematical concept units. Projects are developed using real-world interdisciplinary skills known as cognitive skills. Teachers develop checkpoints and review how students are performing so that they provide each student with appropriate resources to work through the project. And each project is aligned to an 8-point cognitive skill rubric and the Common Core state standards. So again, our beliefs to provide students a clear purpose for their learning, to empower our students, and to provide them deeper learning is what drives our curriculum and instructional model. We are going to change both schools' schedules to include the 4 elements of our personalized learning model. Personalized learning time is one of them, project time, expedition, and mentor time. Each school designed a unique schedule to meet the expectations of the innovation plans. This is an example of a 6th grade schedule at Franklin. So math and science occur on purple days, and language arts and social studies occur on black days, and then these days rotate from week to week. In a 2-week period, there are 620 minutes each for math, English language arts, social studies, and science, 310 minutes of personal learning time, and 310 minutes of project-based time. This is an increase of 70 minutes more instructional time every 2 weeks. There are also 620 minutes for electives, 310 minutes for elective choice 1 and 310 minutes for elective choice 2. And within this schedule, there are 150 minutes scheduled for mindfulness and mentorship. This is an example of a modified block schedule for an 8th grade student at Prairie Heights. The power in this schedule is the autonomy it provides the core teachers to adjust and use time to maximize the learning opportunities for students. One of our goals throughout the innovation process was to increase instructional time in the core content areas of English language arts, math, science, and social studies. For the current school year, the instructional minutes for the 4 core classes equals 1,300 minutes per week at Prairie Heights. Next year, Prairie Heights instructional time in these 4 core areas will increase to 1,490 minutes per week. So that's an additional 190 minutes more per week of instructional time within those 4 core areas. Both Prairie Heights and Franklin led and designed their innovation plans through an innovation team, where many are represented here today, and school-wide consensus, including a diverse group of teachers, paraprofessionals, parents, community members, and district and building administrators. These robust teams came together multiple times, and weekly and sometimes many times throughout that same week, in order to design these powerful plans. These teams are very proud of their work and know the focus on personalized learning and project-based learning will have an immediate and positive impact on student growth and achievement. Captured some of our Prairie Heights Middle School innovation teachers in action there. These are members of the Franklin Middle School innovation team. Also captured them working hard. Throughout the planning process, both the Franklin and Prairie Heights communities collaborated using the consensus model. As a result, both Franklin and Prairie Heights staffs voted on the innovation plans, the overall plans, resulting in Prairie Heights staff approving the innovation plan at 98.3%, and Franklin staff approving the innovation plan at 100%. These are our core beliefs. We are excited, very excited about these innovation plans and what they mean for our students' learning. Our beliefs to create a clear purpose for students' learning, empower students to self-direct their learning, and provide them a deeper learning drives us to do this work. These are the 3 things that are, again, non-negotiable for us. This is what our heart beats for because we're beating our hearts for our students. And we know in our core that by following those beliefs, we intentionally design the instruction and the curriculum and the assessments and the grading and the way we work with kids and mentor kids, the way we work with our parents and bring them into our community, that those are the things that are going to change the trajectory of these 2 schools. Thank you.
Dr. Hunter, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dr. Filch?
I'll just close with saying that both schools have my full endorsement, and they have my confidence that they will achieve the work that they've embarked upon.
Well, it goes without saying, We've had the opportunity to, may I borrow this? Sure. We've had the opportunity to, these are my notes on your notes. So it's not as if we haven't had the opportunity to get close and personal with the ideas that you've worked on. And so the board is pleased to have this opportunity to ask a few questions and make a few comments. But our opportunity to look through this pales in comparison with the amount of work that you've invested as administrative staff and as staff members. So we certainly sit here and we thank you very, very much.